Welcome to the Traitors Online.
It's the ultimate game of trust and deception.
Over the next few weeks, 20 players from all across the UK are going to battle it out to become the ultimate winners of this competition.
To hopefully win this incredible game.
At night, the traitors will murder the faithfuls. It's the faithfuls' job to find out who the traitors are. Get them before they get you.
At the end of the game, if any traitors are left, they win it all.
Welcome to the Traitors. Well, hello everybody. Welcome to Traitors Online After Dark. I am your host, Kyle, and I'm honoured to be nominated for the role of Kyle. Tonight we've got a very short one, but let's get straight into it. Debbie left the game after being discovered as a traitor. Unfortunately, she couldn't be on here tonight, so I have pre-filmed an interview with her, which will take now. Okay, so obviously you were banished a couple of nights ago. How did it feel to sort of leave the game, and how does it feel now that you're out?
I was disappointed to leave because I'd love to have continued in the game because I was thoroughly enjoying it. But my time was up. I knew I'd been caught. So unfortunately, that is the game. Since I've been out, it's really hard because I loved it that much that I still want to know what's going on. So I'm sort of out of the loop a little bit, but I'm with the murdered and the banished people now. So we have our own little club, so to speak, and our own little thoughts of what's going on and what's happening in the real game.
Yeah, okay. So obviously you were a traitor. Who do you think was going to be the person to eventually sort of reveal and discover that it was you? Who do you think that would have been?
I think it would have been Mike because Mike stalks everybody's profiles. So he knew right from virtually the start that I do some acting. And I think that people automatically assume just because I've done some acting, therefore I would make a good traitor. And because Mike had done the stalking on the Facebook pages, I thought he would be the one that would get me.
Yeah, okay. So obviously the first night of the game, you lost the traitor straight away to banishment. How was it sort of losing one straight away? How did that affect the dynamic?
It was difficult in a way because we were one traitor down. However, he wasn't that he was overly suspicious as a traitor. So he wasn't controlling his emotions in regards to being a traitor that well. So although it was bad news losing him, it was actually a positive to keep myself and the other traitors hidden.
Yeah, okay. So obviously a couple of rounds in, two new people joined. How did that kind of affect the group? How did it feel having two new people join the game?
It was great having new people in, but it made a lot of people suspicious. So they weren't sure whether they were coming in as faithfuls, traitors, one of each. They had the hardship of not knowing anybody and not knowing how the game had been played so far. So it was much harder for them and people were a lot more suspicious towards them.
Yeah, so obviously EJ joined you as a traitor then.
Yes.
Do you think that was sort of a benefit to the group? Do you think that was a hindrance? How did that affect the traitors?
It was a benefit to the traitors, unfortunately not for EJ though, because people had automatically assumed there was going to be one of each. And because EJ was a lot more vocal than Chloe, people were starting to think perhaps it was more him than Chloe. But he had some fresh ideas, he had some fresh sort of suspicions, so it gave us more ideas of who to murder.
Yeah. All right. So obviously, as a traitor, it was your job to murder faithfuls, get rid of faithfuls. How did it feel every night seeing sort of innocent people getting banished and knowing that that was down to you guys?
It felt really good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I felt really sad for them because it was actually really difficult at the round tables when people were accusing them because you could see the looks on their faces and you could see that they were innocent and desperately trying to convince everybody else they were innocent. So that was really hard. But being a traitor, you know you have to do that. And that is actually the fun part of being a traitor.
All right. So in round 6 it was, Mark was banished in that horrible twist of fate. How did
Yeah,
you feel seeing him leave so suddenly?
that was really hard. It was such a twist that we didn't expect. And all of a sudden he was there and then he's gone. It's like, whoa, what the hell has just happened? It was a really, really good twist. It was really hard because he didn't really get to say goodbye or anything, but it was fun.
Yeah. All right. So my final question to you then. After all the twists, all the turns, are you glad that you took part?
100%. I would happily do it again in a heartbeat.
Lovely. All right. Thank you so much for taking the time out to come and talk to us.
You're
We
welcome.
appreciate having you back, and it's lovely to see you again. I am about to tell the faithful who has been murdered, so wish me luck, and I will hopefully see you soon.
Good luck. I'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
Well, there you have it, a wonderful interview with Debbie. And because I'm flying this ship solo, that is pretty much all we've got time for. I will be back tomorrow, hopefully with some live guests, and possibly another little chat with Debbie live. But until then, I have been Kyle. I will see you soon. Goodbye.